Hi, hello, and welcome to the weekly tarot buffet brought to you by Vertex of Abundance. My name is Serene Priestess Abossi. I'll be your oracle today. I was sent to deliberate the findings for air rising signs. If you do not know your rising signs, start with your North Node and go from there. Everything else descends in accuracy. The rising sign talks about what it is that you'll physically experience. Sometimes it'll hit with other energies because of the month or your chart. If you're new, welcome. If you're returning, welcome back. Go ahead and smash that like button. Thank you for allowing me the privilege and the pleasure to serve you. If anything resonates deeply with you, you're free to comment, share, subscribe, leave a review, book a session, send a donation. We'll be imposing the guidance from This Might Hurt Tarot by Isabella Rotman. That's by Lubinol 11 Publishing. We will be deliberating any findings for the pairings from Cosmic Coven Cosmic Coven Tarot. That's by Lillian Lazenby at Ripe Avocado. And if there's corresponding or correlative energy, we'll be deliberating those findings from Los Scarabeos Vida Sibila. Pop of Love Oracle by Vibe About It Tarot. If there's any love energy, we have the Death card. Okay, we might have a Scorpio rising with the Knight of Cups, the Death card. We could also have a Taurus rising with the Knight of Pentacles in the Death card. We have the Emperor, the Imperatore. We have the Emperor here. So there's a change in system structure, foundation, and or a shift, a transformation in the self-governance, self-mastery. We have 3 Knights out. There's a convergence here of some kind. The Knight of Wands, Magician, 4 of Wands, World card. I also just recognize that the Aries and Scorpio, the Death and the Emperor, they both are Mars energy, and then we have all the Knights are also Mars energy. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 out of 8 cards are martial energy. So there's definitely some movement. There's some shift and sway here. Now with this World card, it's saying a lot. It's basically achievement. Queen of Swords, 4 of Pentacles, 5 of Wands, Page of Cups. Yeah. So we're moving into our spot. There's some contestation around it. We have the Wheel of Fortune, 2 of Pentacles. Yeah, the tables are turning. Page of Pentacles. And the other side knows the Tower. So luck in unluck, fortune in misfortune, some type of windfall or inheritance with the Wheel of Fortune and the Death card. 10 of Pentacles, Page of Swords, Ace of Pentacles, God of the Chariot, Ace of Wands, Ace of Cups. Yeah. So a union, a partnership is being forged out of destruction or out of crisis or out of chaos. It's almost like we find our spiritual self because we've got to deal with some kind of la-di-da, with some kind of yada-yada. Yeah, something comes out of, and when you have the death card, you can bring in the 8th house, and that does happen. Sometimes when we go through a crisis with somebody or around somebody, or we navigate through a crisis and we just have observation of another person, of another being, entity, ideology, energy, it does kind of bond. So we're going from some kind of transformation to some kind of homecoming. It can also be our authentic, genuine self. So homecoming, when it's like us returning, is also the Ten of Cups, which we don't have. We have the Knight of Cups, which is that talks about an experience or an event. So something is kind of coming back around, especially with the Wheel of Fortune. That also can mean some window of opportunities opening up. And what's crowning this reading is our heart's desires is being granted. It's the Ace of Cups. It's a path, though. It's like a journey or a gate opening up. There's more to do. Now, on our end, there's some kind of creative new beginning that is also like a fruit ripening on the vine. With the Page of Swords here, it suggests that we're either getting a delayed message or there's some kind of being prepared to receive, probably a technical skill to that would be to learn, or some type of supreme authority. The Page of Swords Emperor could be an Aries rising. It also could be Venus in the seventh house. Page of Pentacles, then the seven of, okay, Page of Pentacles, then the Chariot. That could be a Cancer rising, again, Venus in the seventh house. Chariot and the Page of Cups could be a Capricorn rising, again, Venus in the seventh house. Or the fourth house there, that Page of Cups, Chariot. Knight of Cups, Chariot, that could be Mars in the first house, 10th house. Capricorn rising. We might also have a Scorpio rising here, or Mars in the eighth house with the Death card and the Knight of Cups. We could also have a Taurus rising with the Knight of Pentacles and the Death card. So there is some kind of spiritual inheritance. There's going to be some windfall because there was an energy that for a long time was behind the scenes contesting, blocking. Now, it may be that they had, diverted their energy. We were under their gaze, diverted their energy towards us. And whether it was intentional or not, their interaction with our energy was creating some type of blockage. It's karmic here, Five of Wands. So it's not a block per se, Five of Swords. It's more dealing with them or coming across their energy with some type of lesson, intentional or otherwise. Because our authentic self, as we act from the heart, as we go along our drive, desires, passions, motivations, our spirit, karma, life path, destiny, according to our authentic, genuine, sincere self, something's going to happen. The tables are going to turn. We're going to learn more about our craft and our talent and our skills. Our horizons are going to like open up because there's like a conflict world, or a world of conflict, a conflict zone. Also, we're going to notice that energies just get taken out, taken apart, taken aside, especially energies that are posted up in spaces where we should be. So, jocking our energy, jocking our vibe, jocking our style, that kind of thing. Ultimately, it's talking about that we're surrounded by haters and they got receipts. It's not even that. It's almost as if they're doing like divination or fortune telling on us, and that might be some of this energy that's a block. They're not coming at us to intentionally do something, but the spirit on them, whatever is alive in them, whatever follows their bloodline, is antithetical, even adversarial to our energy. So creation or the divine, they're going to be moving a lot of people aside, out of our way. A lot of energy is going to fall over the next coming weeks. It's already been happening for like the last 2 months or so. We also could be dealing with a Cancer rising. I might have said that already, but we're dealing with the Cancer rising for certain. This energy for a long time. Nine of Pentacles can be for a long time, or it could talk about a lot of delays so that it took a long time. That it's been slow but steady. This energy, especially a Cancer rising, they've been on us, around us. They've had some kind of energy projected towards us, or dealing with their energy created some type of friction, repulsion. Doesn't mean that we felt repulsed, but like, uh, you know how like opposites attract? Sometimes the magnets repel, sometimes they attract. So dealing with their energy was creating some type of friction. It's as if the intention or the byproduct was an attempt to destroy our spiritual gifts. It didn't happen. And this energy was lobbing or launching some kind of attack, whether intentional or unintentional. They may not know what they did, but they'll know what they did after the consequence comes back around. There'll be some self-reflection in that way. But it comes through an ego death. I wanted to figure out what this Cancer energy was. I'm getting Cancer rising here, firstly, and then a double energy came out from the other side. So the first thing was that there's some kind of precious energy here. Something about this is precious. And that it is like a joy of the heart, but it's almost as if like our gifts come because of the quality of our heart. And if there is a successful attempt, again, intentional or unintentional, if there's a successful move to close our heart, it would change our destiny completely. Basically, we won't come into receiving most of what we're supposed to. And there is some kind of energy to our face. They're kind of playing us to our face. Dealing with this is an attack. That's just because there's some type of resentment. I don't know. It feels to me like jealousy or competition. So we have a Taurus energy here. I want to know what that's about. Um, it I'm sorry. What this Taurus energy told me is that it doesn't want us to be getting or receiving what we're getting and receiving. It literally wants to change thoughts with us because it thinks that it's better than us. I don't understand that. It's if you were better than us, you'd be getting whatever blessing we're getting. And it may seem unfair, but here's the deal. There are people out there with no talent that are receiving a lot more or getting a lot farther than those with talents because sometimes people just take massive action. So there's a couple things that are coming through for me. If somebody's out there arguing or counting our blessings or contesting our life, the thing about it is like there's two things. First of all, go take action of your own. Go handle up on your business. Find you something to do. And it's a double down. The second part of that is oftentimes when an energy, an entity, an ideology is arguing with us for the life that we have, the calling on our life, the mission, that we've responded to our sacred mission or the calling on our life, they don't know the calling on their life. See, the thing about its existence is nothing is pointless. So there's a reason that they're walking the earth. There's a reason that a conscious life form has come out of their soul. So if somebody's minding our business, they are not minding enough of their own, number one. And number two, they need to find them something to do. They need to find out why they're here. There's this casualness that's getting them into trouble. They're lacking decorum. This is a little bit of a hateful energy, not like a love hate, absolute hatred, but this is like a jealousy hate, a hater. So we have an Aries rising energy. Something is trying to rule over us. And yeah, there's this intention to bring an end to the promise on our life. And the thing about that is that this is what they do every time they come to Earth, which means that they're karmic. They want to block us from meeting our own destiny. And that is the intention. That's how they move. That's how they get around, get down. That's who they are, what they're about. Military is like the moving in secret. See, it also means that they have a modus operandi. It also means that they might mean harm. Usually with these two, it's confirmed, but sometimes it can just be needing to be secret about something, move undercover. If they're able to get us in our hatred, if they're able to get us to lower our vibration by getting hateful with them, or if they're able to block our heart chakra, that's really what they want because they don't want us. They don't want to see us become what we're supposed to become. This is a really well hidden attack. We don't even have any sevens. It's all the knights though. With the tower and the chariot, that's war. So something to understand here. We have a knight in every line except ours. So three knights could mean lots of things. It's a convergence. Now, let's say that it's spiritual. Three talks about expansion, okay? It could be that there's a convergence of energy equaling some type of experience or event. It could mean that there's brotherhood, camaraderie, fraternity. I don't see a bunch of threes, so I would negate that. It usually means that there's conflict and change. There's a lot of movement, momentum. And it's weird because it's everywhere except us, our line. And what we have on our line is the tower, which means an attack. Now, attack doesn't always mean that, you know, energy is lobbed at us. It can very well mean that, however. It usually means, or in this context, it means that there's an inversion of a perception reality. Something or gets inverted. So say everything is suddenly peaceful, all of a sudden there's chaos. That's an attack. Even if nothing hits us, strikes us, nothing touches us. Say that things are quiet for a long time, and then all of a sudden there's a lot of activity. Believe it or not, that's an attack as well because there's an inversion. Now, it can mean that, say, we're going out on dates and there's no second date for, like, I don't know, whatever period of time. Then all of a sudden, there's a second and a third date with multiple different that we had been talking to. That's an attack. So an attack means something that calls you to attention, that marshals your resources, that makes you marshalize yourself. Get ready, stay ready, be on your toes. So there's a lot of momentum everywhere around us. And it's interesting that there's three aces, there's three knights, there's three pages. The pages match the knights and they match the okay, well, the knights match the aces. So you have an ace of cups, ace of wands, ace of pentacles. We also have a knight of wands, nine of cups, knight of pentacles. It's not the same. There's a page of swords out. But we have three aces and it's close to our side. So it's interesting that everywhere around us, there's these knights, but in our energy, there's like all these pages. I mean, all these aces percolating and a few pages percolating. So what that means is we're receiving messages, we're receiving support, opportunities, gifts, okay? And it's almost like an angelic or heavenly protection around us. And it might not be that intention. With this five so close to the wheel of fortune, I honestly feel like there's an energy trying to wreak havoc, trying to, make it all fall down, to tear us down, tear us apart, to tower. However, like I said, luck in unluck, fortune in misfortune, and a windfall. That's what this brings here. That's what this equates to. That's fascinating. So all this energy to tear us down, tear us apart, and what ends up happening is that we get elevated. What ends up happening is that we get blessed. What ends up happening is something activates in us. That is the plight of the experience of a chosen child. When an attack comes or when an energy comes that tries to infiltrate, exploit the chosen one, it triggers some type of gift that was always innate in them, but that never really was at the surface. It was latent, not manifest. So there's a run on our spiritual inheritance, and it triggers this event where that energy that tried to touch our inheritance gets repelled. They get marked, karmically marked, And then all these alerts go off on our end, leading us to turning the tables, leading us to navigating, negotiating, participating, remaining present enough to have something anchor into our consciousness with a skill, a talent, a will, a drive. What's this Two of Pentacles, Wheel of Fortune? This is the tables turning. Yeah, so through something that was designed to make us cry, we get blessed. We get blessed by something that was designed to make us cry. Dispiacere. So some type of displeasure, disappointment turns out to be, it unifies us with our authentic self. It's almost like a consolation prize. And I was just checking on the correlative energy because we have all three aces that match all three knights here. Yeah. So there's an energy here that has been guarding our gate, watching and waiting. They thought that they could play mind games to make us believe in a lower self-worth and value. They thought that they were blocking us from coming into what we really were, with really understanding who we were. And it didn't work. They're looking at us evolve in spite of or despite whatever they had planned. So let's check this Knight of Cups with the Death card. That's the Scorpio rising, Mars and Scorpio are the eighth house. Okay. So a solution comes out of a crisis because we had to get into the depths of our soul. This was designed to teach us who we really were, which was a benevolent, gracious, magnanimous energy. Okay, so what is this three aces about? Oh, we have one more, Cancer rising here. Oh, we checked into that already, but we also have a Capricorn rising here with Sun in that house, first or 10th house. Yeah, something wanted to hold on to all the power and leverage that didn't, it was never able to happen. Tell us about these aces here. Yeah. So a bubble burst. Something had to be cleared away. The intention was to break our heart and keep it broken. That's not what happened. They did succeed at some type of minor disappointment, but it didn't last like they thought. We actually had a higher ground than was initially thought. We actually had maintained a more favorable position than what it looked like. So in a sense, essentially in essence, we were mistaken or underestimated is the word I'm looking for, underestimated. And this energy actually incensed the other side, so they doubled down because they're feeling enterprising. What's with this pair of fours? Yeah, so that's a facade, some kind of illusion, delusion, confusion, some type of glamour or gassing or mirage, unhealed, unawakened. They're contesting. So it's their karma coming for them. Because the 501s is here as well. Here it is again. It's backfiring. Everything that they're doing is backfiring. Nine of Swords is the epic backfire. That's when because the backfire could be minor. It's coming back to the sender or returning to its origin. Oh no, with Two of Pentacles, it's return to sender. Reversal. Ace of Cups, yeah. So whatever energy signature commissioned that energy projected towards us, yeah. Because we keep moving to higher ground. The thing is, we're not participating in whatever this experience is. But this energy doesn't care. It wants to contest. Okay. What's with this triple knight? There's a vying for something because it's time. It's like we have something that can be harvested. They want to take our golden egg or something of that nature. What's with this double page? So they did something designed to break our heart, but now they want to come back because that tactic didn't work, but they already showed their hand or they already did the damage. That doesn't make no sense to me. Okay, so they already did their damage. They already made their move, Chariot card. We have the Chariot here as well. And now we have standards and boundaries. They can't come back in. And this thing is about our spiritual inheritance. So we needed whatever we were going to be gifted by the divine. They can see our celestial endowment and they want to convert it into a spiritual inheritance. 10 of Cups, 10 of Pentacles. They're not able to. They didn't handle us right. It was always a conflict zone. And now that we have self-governance and self-mastery, it's almost as if they were trying to concoct some kind of neediness. Or we were targeted in a way and they can't deliver on what they were promised. They can't deliver on what they promised. Yeah, there's the devil. That's what I was getting. But they're not giving up yet. So they haven't really accepted or recognized that they're never going to be able to. Everything that they have is staked on the plan that the devil's going to take our soul. Okay, that's entitlement. Nine of Wands. That's some entitlement there. Yeah, but see that they're gonna be burst out of that bubble eventually. Ten of Swords. It doesn't matter, and we know we're just waiting patiently for them to get that message. Page of Swords, Ten of Swords. That's feeling enlightened on our end, but on their end, they're going to be feeling betrayed or devastated. It's been an honor and a privilege and a pleasure to serve. This was a message about an expansion of gifts that come because of the momentum. Uh-oh. There was more to that story. Yeah, so we're chosen, Nine of Cups here with the Justice card. It was always going to be like that. We definitely are chosen. And this other side is going to be recovering from what they did because there was just a series of backfires. It turns out the energy that they sent our way, they were not ever able to handle. So if they were the one being attacked with the energy that they're projecting towards us, they wouldn't be able to survive that. And we are destined, Page of Wands, destined to receive something. It's almost like a royal child. We're a golden child in some kind of sense of the word. We're twice blessed on our end. Six of Swords, all the sixes talk about a blessing. Not a great big blessing, any ace or the nine of wands or cups like we have here. But we're twice blessed, okay? And this energy is working on hacking into our blessing according to the rule of lesser magic. Uh, so we do have another four here then. Yeah, again, This is like some type of attachment. They're staking everything that they're about to come into by concocting some kind of plan where they can hack into us with the love vibration. And yeah, but it would be false love then. It wouldn't be real. And look at the bottom of the deck here is the devil. So they did, oh, well, we could be dealing with a Capricorn. But that means that they promised us to the devil. And it's because they want a bigger calling on their life. But if they have to go through the wrong door, that's not really fair to us. And it's silly for them. It's silly for them. So just a quick dedication and merit to all those still lost out there to illusion, delusion, confusion, lost in the seas of time, trapped somewhere in the matrix, yet to heal, yet to awaken, yet to return to the resplendent grace of the divine in unconditional love and universal oneness. Ha'anapana. We love you. We're sorry. Please forgive us. Thank you. We pray that your steps are ordered, your path illuminated, and that you find salvation and redemption in this life. Until we meet again, until we read again. Namaste, Dandava, and Ashe. Sayonara, Das Vidanya, Aveda Zain. Take care. Bye-bye.